Welcome to the Ristopolis Dungeon Guide. We're going to be talking about Necropolis today, where I'll show you the way. I'm not going to show you any beast mode strategies, but a flawless, most efficient strategy so you can be on your way to getting that flawless emblem and becoming beast. So let's get started. So when you first drop into Necropolis, you're going to look down off the cliffside and you're going to see a ton of emblems. All those emblems mean is that is an entrance to where one of the three bosses could be, or it can also be an entrance to where the black and green knights that drop the swords to kill the bosses is going to be. It's completely random every time you launch in the dungeon, so if you wiped and started over, the knights and the bosses may be in totally different locations. There is a knight that has a shield on it that you have to use your melee button to kill him with, or you can use a super slam when your super is charged on the sword. There's a wizard where you have to use your shoot button to shoot projectiles out of that sword, and there's a shrieker that you have to use your block button to ricochet the projectiles the Shrieker shoots back at the Shrieker to kill it. I'm going to show you how to do it the fastest way, or the most efficient way, and that is the left side of the map, starting off where it has the shark tooth looking emblem. So drop down and you're going to encounter an orange bar knight. When you kill that orange bar knight, that unlocks the door, and there's going to be two waves of ads you need to clear out. It's best to clear them out first so you don't have anybody in your backside throwing grenades at you and stuff that could potentially make you wipe. So go ahead and clear them out, and you'll see the first doorway has the wizard in here. So we can't do any damage, so what we're going to do is come back to that later, and you're going to see a bridge that connects to the next little tower where a doorway is, and there's always going to be an ogre on those bridges, so it's best to use a rocket launcher or some kind of ranged weapon to knock them out so you don't have to deal with them later. They don't respawn after you kill them, so just go ahead and wipe them out and continue your journey. These bridges will spawn hive boomer knights, so be careful with them. They'll also come out with acolytes and things like that, but they're only red bar ads, so they're not a major threat. The first tower that you come to after you leave the shark tooth emblem is going to be the exit to this entire area, and you will have to clear a group of ads before it lets you leave. So this is what the exit looks like. It's completely sealed off until you kill the three bosses. So continue your path, keep a lookout for any type of ogres, because like I said, they're going to be on every bridge. So clear them out first. They're one of the most important ads you need to clear out because they have a lot of range and they'll start spraying you, and that's just a huge risk that you don't need to take. So either use a rocket launcher, a sniper rifle, or a scout rifle, any type of ranged weapon that can hit really hard. Continue your path on the bottom level. Don't go up any elevators or anything, just stay on this path. It's better to start off at the bottom area and then work your way up. Once you make yourself all the way across the entire map on the bottom area, you're going to have another doorway. It's going to unlock when you kill that orange bar knight, kill all the waves of ads, and this area looks like it's going to be the Shrieker. So it's important to clear the ads when you find a boss. So you see there's two ogres in there with the Shrieker. We don't have a sword to kill the Shrieker, so we'll come back later, but go ahead and clear the ads out now because they don't respawn. So when you come back with the sword, you only have to deal with the Shrieker itself, and when you drop the sword, there's a timer on it, depending on how much ammo is on the sword, that will drop until you pick the sword back up. So you don't want to risk losing your sword trying to fight ads, and then when you pick it back up, all the ammo is depleted out of it. So just clear the ads first as you make your way to bosses until you get a sword. So make your way up that elevator once you get to the far end of the map on the bottom level. Now you can see that there's an ogre way off in the distance, and there's also another door. We're going to be heading over to that door, but first, shoot rockets over there, or sniper, or whatever you got. Your objective is to stay alive, so there's no need in risking a death when you can just take them out from here. Once you clear them all out, head over to that area, and then you'll see that this is actually going to be the area where the shielded sword guy is. So we're going to clear out all of these thrall. All you got to do is throw a grenade at your feet, and then just hop around. They'll fall into it because they're kind of stupid. We can't do damage to him right now because we don't have that sword, but at least when we come back, there's no thrall or anything to deal with. It'll just be a one-on-one battle with you and that knight. We're still on the lookout for that sword, that black and green knight, so head up the elevator. You'll see a cheeseburger looking emblem above that doorway, and when you get up here, there's going to be an ogre, so get ready to shoot your rocket or whatever heavy ammo you have, or a super, whatever you got. Just make sure he doesn't see you, and fast reloading gauntlets is what I recommend in the dungeon because they can't gain more ground. You have more time to keep blasting before they start shooting you back. Once you kill it, go to the left and then make your way back up to this hallway. Watch out for any kind of acolytes or ads. Just go ahead and clear them out, and then head to the next doorway that'll be to the left of the map, right above where you were when we saw the Shrieker. Be on the lookout for hive boomers that may spawn here, and watch out for the ads that are going to be at this next room because they're going to see you before you get there. So throw grenades, throw rockets, whatever you got to do to evade getting shot. None of the ads here are that difficult. You can kind of work at your own pace, so just stay back, clear them out, kill the orange bar knight that unlocks the door, and then kill the 2 waves of adds so you have nothing at your rear when you're trying to fight whatever's in that next room. This room is going to have the first knight that's going to drop that sword, so be aware it's also going to spawn acolytes, and once you kill the knight and grab the sword, there's going to be cursed thrall coming through the doorway that you entered, so be prepared for them. You can just jump past them. You don't really have to fight all these adds. They don't follow you around or anything, and if you don't pick the sword up right away, it'll start spawning another black and green knight, so just grab the sword and then leave. Now that we know where all 3 of the bosses are, now you can take your sword and pick whichever door you want to go to first, start taking out those bosses to unlock the doorway to head on to the next area in the dungeon. So we're going to head back over to the cheeseburger emblem because we know the knight with the shield was there, and like I said, you have to use your melee slash to kill this knight, or a super slam, and now that you've killed that black and green knight, they're going to start spawning on the bridges where the ogres were, so be prepared for that. It's also good to know that because if you ever need another sword, you can just walk to any of those bridges and they'll spawn. So walk in here, there's no thrall because we already cleared them out, so it's just you and that knight now. The trick to this is when he busts your shield, just jump away until you recover again, swipe twice, and then jump away, swipe twice again. If your super is charged with a sword, you can hit him with that and do a lot of DPS, but just pace yourself, don't try to take him out all at one time, just keep jumping away every time your shield busts, and it's really easy to do. Once you kill him, leave the area, and then you can head on to the Shrieker, or you can go to the Wizard, which was at the very far left of the map. I recommend go ahead and go to the Shrieker though, so head up the elevator, and then head to the very far left of the map, or the right, depending on which area you're looking at. But if you're looking towards the mountain, it'll be to the far left. But like I said, the bosses all spawn in random locations, and if you need another sword, just be prepared for these knights, because they're going to keep spawning over and over again. They're not that difficult to defeat though, so just use your fusion rifle or grenade or whatever you got. So now we're going to go into the Shrieker Room. Since we already killed the ogres, we don't have any adds but this Shrieker, so all you got to do is hold your block button. You'll see a cursor come up, or a reticle, where you can kind of aim with the sword to ricochet those projectiles back to him and kill him very easily. Now that we've killed both of the bosses, we know the final one was at the Shark Tooth because we searched that room first in this entire area. So all you have to do is head up an elevator, get to a really high point, and you can swipe all the way across the map just by hitting your melee button over and over and over again. You'll make it all the way there. And if you do run out of ammo, it doesn't really matter because I recommend dropping the sword anyways to take out the 2 orange-barred wizards. They're going to be in there with that wizard boss. So once you get over there, just drop the sword and use your super on the left wizard. Throw a rocket and a grenade at the other wizard, and then leave the room, head to a bridge, grab another sword, and then go back in the room with the full sword, and just start using your shoot button with that sword to shoot projectiles until you kill it. Now that you've killed the final boss, music will proc, and then you'll walk outside that room, and you'll see a beam shining down and a green light, letting you know that's the exit. And once you get to the exit, there's going to be one final battle that you have to do. All you have to do is kill the orange bar knight. Wait a few seconds, all the adds will despawn, walk inside, and then grab your chest. And congratulations, because you've just completed the Necropolis flawlessly. Head down to the very end of the hallway, you'll look left to right, and there's tons of options to go with, but it's a trick. Don't go inside any of those doors. A door will hit you and kill you, and then your flawless run just got ruined. All you gotta do is look down to the right, I'll throw a grenade where you need to head inside of that area, and that's gonna take you down into the pit, where you'll then meet the ogre and the maze, and that's where we'll continue this journey. If you want to watch my next video on how to do the maze the easiest way, flawlessly. Guardians, if that helped you out, share that with another Guardian that might need this info, or with your fire team if you're going in there as a squad. Subscribe if you want more videos. You can also hit me up at teespring.com/Ristophilis or paypal.me/Ristophilis, or you can join our B Squad, become the ultimate member, and help this channel grow and become beast. Guardians, thanks again. I appreciate all that you have viewed. My name is Ristophilis, and I'll see you on the next video next time.
In space.